Open bar.
Open bar. Open bar.
Open bar.
Open bar. Open bar.
And we're back.
What up, y'all? What up, y'all? Episode number 3. Open Bar Podcast with your boy Snoop, your girl Letty, and special guest today, we got the legendary Bandana Red. Alright, man, so as y'all know, Red is one of the pioneers of the game. He's been influential in almost every aspect of the game as far as competitions, bar work, team setup, etc. So, you know, Red, it's an honor to have you today. We definitely wanted to, like I said, we want a history lesson today. So I couldn't think of a better tour guide to have than the legendary one himself. So, you know, we just want to, I guess, kick it off with how you started, what got you on the bar, what made you start,
Okay.
and how long ago did you start?
Okay. Well, first of all, the legendary status, they don't rock with me. A vet, yeah. Okay, I'm a vet. But I don't consider myself a legend, especially in this game. A vet, someone who helped pave the way for others, yeah. I'll take that one. And first and foremost, I want to say congratulations to you.
Thank you, sir.
For your gold wings.
Thank you, sir.
That's a feat right there.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that.
I want to say salute to the both of y'all for this platform that you established right here. This is another one of these platforms that we need in this community. Something to allow others to express themselves by voice and you know, push the community further. Yeah. So salute to y'all for this. I'm glad to be a part of it.
You already know, man. You already know.
Have you.
Alright, so my name is Bandana Red.
Sorry to cut you off real quick. Where did that name come from? Because that was one of the questions we got.
I was just about to say that's not gang affiliated in any way. Bandana Red. My name is Red. You know, everybody called me Red. But at the time when I first really got into this, there was another brother named Cody, from the bartenders.
Okay.
So they was calling him Red. I was Red. So to not cause any confusion, especially during the time when everybody was making videos, I always wear bandanas. If y'all notice, I always wear bandanas. I got the big ass forehead, so I covered my joint up. You know, so I just put the moniker Bandana over it. So it's Bandana Red. But my name is Rodney. Everybody called me Red, and that's where that name came from. So it's not like gang affiliated, nothing like that.
Okay.
It's just, you know, Bandana Red.
Yeah.
You know, but I started. Well, first of all, I started calisthenics back in 1995.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. When I moved back to Brooklyn from Queens, and I moved in Cypress Hills.
Okay, up the block.
Yeah, not too far. No, not here. Cypress Hills in by East New York.
Oh. Gotcha.
So not too far from Highland Park, and I used to take my son to the park all the time. And Highland Park, you know, the setup. Oh well, it used to be because the old setup. Because they just recently redid it. It was the kids' jungle gym, and then you had the bar setup right there. So me taking him to the park, I used to see these guys, you know, working out, doing pull-ups and stuff like that. And I was, I wouldn't say I was athletic. I was always, you know, I played sports and stuff like that. Not serious, but
You were active.
yeah, I was active. I was active. Working out, tried doing the gym, didn't like it. Tried working out at home, didn't like it. It just didn't do anything to me. So I seen these guys working out a few times, me taking them to the park, and then I said to myself, I'm gonna try it, but I didn't want to embarrass myself getting on the bar and So I used to go at nighttime. So after when
the coast was clear.
Right, after I bring my son home, put him to bed and everything, I used to go back to the park and try working out and do the pull-ups, the push-ups, and I was like, okay, I like this. And then I caught the bug. It was like a drug. After each time I left the park, I felt good. I felt relieved. I felt stress-free. You know, it was just it was nice relief. So caught the bug and I just started going. And then while bringing him to the park, I work out while watching him because it was the setup was right there.
You had to
work out, watch him work out, and that used to be my workout time. And yeah, that was like 95 all the way to like, I guess, you know, we speeded up, I guess, to like around 2002.
Okay.
When I got introduced to 5Bs.
Okay, so let's backtrack a bit. When did Highlanders form?
Highlanders formed years after that.
Oh, after 5Bs.
Okay.
Oh yeah, way after 5Bs. 5Bs actually started back in 1996.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So a year on the bar is when 5Bs started.
Yeah. 1996 is when 5Bs started, and then yeah. So going to like 2002 is when I realized that there was actually other people working out in the park as I was, because it was just regional. Just in that neighborhood, your home park is that park that you go to and you know, you work out, you play ball at, you play handball at, whatever activity it is. That's your home park. So it was kind of regional. That was my circle. I thought that was it.
Yeah.
I didn't realize there was other parks and other brothers working out until YouTube. Until I got onto YouTube and I started seeing videos, and that was like maybe 2007.
Okay.
My boy Lucky, who was training with Beast at the time, he put me on. He was saying, yeah, you've seen this DVD, the bartenders and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you want me to speed up to that.
No, yeah.
So he told me about the bartenders, and I was like, oh, bartenders. You know, I was thinking, I heard the name before because a brother that was competing in 5Bs had a few of them came, and you know, they were saying they were bartenders, stuff like that. Thought they was like, you know,
like legit bartenders,
mixing drinks and stuff like that, you know. But then when it clicked, when they said the bartenders and they explained the name and everything, and I was like, oh, that is a dope name. That is dope. I like the, you know,
the play on words.
The play on words and everything. So he told me about that. I went home, looked on YouTube, and changed everything. The first video I seen was Sub-Zero video with Beast doing elevators. Classic. Classic.
Yeah.
If you in the bar community and you haven't seen that video, you need to go back and check and get a little history lesson. That right there just changed everything, because all the other stuff, the pull-ups and the bicycling and everything, I knew about all that. You know, we was playing around with that, but the elevators, to see those explosive moves, and not just one time, like, oh, I got it, multiple times, and then I was like, yo, that right there was like, that was a defining moment right there. And from there on, I think that's when the bar community exploded.
Okay.
You know, from there, you know, I wanted to know who these brothers were, what they were about. You know, they working out in the park and stuff like that. I wanted to be a part of that. So, you know, on YouTube, I seen that video. I seen a few Barbarian videos I think back then it was just called Brooklyn Pull-Ups or something like that. Zeph was posting a few clips of him just doing some crazy strip.
Yeah, it is.
You know, and I was like, yo, this is sick.
Yeah.
You know, we just used to rep out in the park, and these guys were just doing some real straight form, serious routines, and I just started, and then I seen videos from Calisthenics Kings, I seen videos from Harlem Seals, and from then on, I just started reaching out to everybody. You know, I was like, you know, my name is Bandana Red. You know, I've been working out in the parks for a while, and it was crazy because at that time, I was kind of getting tired of just, you know, going to the park and just working out. I needed something else, you know, something new, and that was the new thing that it just spoke to me. Yeah, it just re-sparked me, and I just started reaching out to everybody, and you know, a few brothers got back, and then, you know, I was just introducing myself, and like, when next time y'all go to a park, what park y'all go to, I'm gonna just come through and, you know, meet up with y'all and stuff like that, and then that's how it started. And I was just like basically feeling everybody out.
To see,
seeing, you know, what they're about. What is this? These different guys working out these different parks. What is this all about? And at that time, two teams were going at it.
Okay.
Beast Mode and Bartenders, because of, you know, some issues with a lot of the exercise routines that Beast was doing. He was teaching it to a bartender member that I'm not even gonna mention his name, but he was teaching it to them because, you know, they was working out at the same park. And then he'll go uptown and he'll perform those moves, and then everybody be like, oh, that was dope move and everything. And then because they recorded it, it appeared to everybody else that it was theirs.
They got
the
credit for it.
They got the credit for it, and then, you know, Beast didn't like that. He you know, he took offense to that, and then it was just a back and forth bickering between them two. Yeah. And when I seen that, I didn't really want to be a part of that, because first of all, Beast was the one that sparked it in me. When I seen him do what he did, I was like, yo, I want to know what this is about. But then I thought he was with the bartenders, but actually he wasn't. They just, you know, handed him a shirt and everything just for the camera.
Just for
get on the camera, and so he had his own team, his own followers, Beast Mode and everything. So, you know, I wanted to be a part of both, but during that time, it was just a little it was too much friction, and I didn't want to be a part of it, because for me, working out is a form of stress relief.
Exactly.
You know, that's my way to escape, get away from all the nonsense that you know, maybe clouding my day. You know, the relationship issues that you may be having, the parental issues that you may be having, just being a young black man. You know. The money issues, that was my way to escape. And when I go to the park, that was like my zen moment, you know. And then when I seen that was happening, I was like, I didn't want to be a part of that, none of that. So back in Highland, a few of the guys that are always, we didn't work out together. We worked out in the same park. You know, we knew each other, you know, about, yo, what's up, this and that, and we have a little small talk. Then we just do our own thing. Then a brother by the name of Little C, he said that he was like, yo, we should do something together. And I was like, yeah, I'm down with that. And then from then on, you know, we started playing with the names. He was like, yo, let's call ourselves the Brooklyn Hot Boys and all that. I was like, nah, we ain't no rap team. We ain't no rappers or nothing like that. And then I zoned off on it, and I was like, okay, we the Highlanders. Highlanders was a play. It was a mix of Beast Mode and Bartenders, but we from Highland Park.
Okay.
You know. Okay. And from day one, I always gave credit and said that Highlanders was spawned off of Beast Mode and Bartenders.
And what year is this?
This was early 2007.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I was watching
Early
the
2000s.
Raise Up movie, and it basically was giving us, like, I seen Beast recently. Shout out to Beast.
Yeah, shout out to
I seen him. Yeah, I seen him post something, a new shirt, basically saying that they were established in '92.
Yeah, yeah.
Zeph reached out to me. They've been established in '06. Like, you know, they were official teams way before that.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
that's
yeah.
when they put it out there. Like,
Yeah,
we're a
YouTube
squad.
just allowed everybody outside to see what it was about, but they already had their things situated.
yeah.
I think Bartenders was I believe either 2000 or 2002 is when they started.
When they made it, okay.
Now Beast been working out back in the 90s, 92, but by itself.
Yeah.
And you know, of course, you know the reason why he got his name was because the stuff that he was doing, people used to be like, "Yo, you a beast," and in our term, a beast is somebody who just goes hard,
it,
you know,
yeah.
just killing it, whatever it be, sports or working out or rapping, whatever it is, and you should just be like, "Yo, that kid is a beast," and that's how he got that moniker. And you know, he embodied every part of it because he just came through, just big stocky dude with the long like dragon tail dreads and stuff like that. So yeah, so yeah, they already had their teams established, and then you know when YouTube came about and people started putting videos out, that's when it just started sprouting.
So 07 Highlanders is an official team. All right.
Yeah.
This is so. Are you the leader, or this is just?
Yeah. Well, see, I always said Highlanders wasn't a workout team per se. We was more like a family, a group of brothers individually coming together to work out, to get fit, physically fit. So we wasn't a team to the point where, you know, we're going to competitions together and working out and everything, because everybody had their own, you know, they had their own life, so they had their duties, parental, you know, school, work, what have you. I just established it because we was at Highland Park. Like I said, it was a group of us already working out separately, so we decided to just, you know, I decided to just combine it and, you know, put a name to us. And because it started becoming more people coming through and stuff like that, I wanted us to look a little more official. That's when I started, that's when I got the shirts made and everything. And you know, I was telling people, you know, you come to the park, let's work out, bring your shirts, and that's when we looked like a team.
Yeah.
You know, that's when it was like a family, you know.
Now, how many people were a part of Highlanders, and who was a part of Highlanders?
The core members were about 15 maybe.
Oh,
but
you had a big bunch.
yeah, but in total, probably like it was like maybe 30 or yeah, maybe more, because what it was a lot of people will come through, you know, sit on the sidelines and see these guys working out, and what I would do is always, you know, pull them up. Yo, what's up, man? What's going on, man? No malice, never.
Yeah.
I never came through with the screw face or nothing like that, because again, my stance on it is this is working out. You know, it's supposed to be bonding people, bringing people together. So I see dudes, you know, look on the sidelines, or women looking at us working out. I used to whisper them in, what's up, introduce myself, introduce them, and then that's how we started bringing people in. And then when I started posting videos on YouTube, that's when a lot more people from other areas started coming through just to see, oh, okay, you know, I seen you guys on YouTube, you know, what's this about and stuff like that. I like your vibe, and then, you know, that's how it started. But like core, 10, 15 guys, we used to be at the park all the time.
Now, a few people know Joe, G.I. Joe was a part of it.
Yeah.
Q, Quincy
Q
was a part of it. Anybody else that we know that's still around now?
Yeah.
Was a part of it?
Bar Rebel.
Okay.
From
Bartenders?
No, from
Bar
Stars.
Stars. Yeah.
He's Highlander. Juan from
Bar Stars.
Bar Stars. He's Highlander.
I saw him the other day.
Oh yeah, he be at the
Blake. Marcy. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Did y'all have requirements, or was it just kind of like a
no? And the reason why I never set up a requirement because we had so many people from different walks of life. You know, we had beginners, we had guys that were 200 and change, 300 and change coming, but seeing us working out was inspired by that and wanted to work out with us. So I couldn't say, okay, you gotta do a muscle up.
Yeah.
You know, you 310 and you know, I'm expecting you to do 20 pull-ups and stuff like that. So that's one of the reasons why I never set up any requirements. It was more so, if you come, I see that you coming and you working out, you trying to better yourself, and it's consistent. We seeing you all the time. You Highlander. Consistency. You see that?
Plug.
That's one of the main words right there. You know, you come through and you consistent about, you know, improving yourself and bettering yourself, then yeah, you was a Highlander.
Okay, so 2007, Highlanders is born.
Yeah.
When did you get involved in 5Bs, which evolved into PUPJ? Like, when did you involve yourself in that? And did you transition from an athlete to organizing, or you just want to organize a hat from jump? Because the Red we know is just... Yeah.
I'm like just one of the officials.
Yeah.
No, I was an athlete first. Again, when I came into this, or when everything started really coming together, this was like 2005, 2006. Mm-hmm. Sorry. 2008, 2009. That's when videos were being posted on YouTube, so now everybody was seeing that, okay, there's other teams, there's other people working out and everything, and then they wanted to sprout, they wanted to have competitions, you know. Of course, you see this person online doing this, I could do that.
Yeah.
He do 10 pull-ups. Those not even real pull-ups. Mm-hmm. I can do that. I can do 20 of those, and the next person say, man, that ain't nothing. I can do 15 of those, better than that. And then it became, you know, like any type of athletic sport, it just became very competitive. And with 5Bs, because it was already established, and it was just reps. I came aboard. No, rather, I competed back in 2008. That was the first year that I competed. 2007, I seen it. And I was like, oh, okay, this is nice. I like this.
And it was always at the Terrace?
It was always at, well, yeah, well, in the beginning, it was at Jackie Robinson Park.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. But before they redid it, like the Jackie Robinson Park that y'all see now, that you're going to see next Saturday, the 23rd, the winter reps, that's when they redid it. Prior to that, you know, it was still a kids' jungle gym, but they had, you know, like a dip bar and stuff like that on the side of the fence. Pull-up bar that they used. So that was the first 2 years it was held there, and then they moved it to the Terrace, and it's been at the Terrace since.
Okay, so 5Bs was, who ran 5Bs before you joined?
5Bs was founded by Keith Fields and Ray Fun.
Okay.
Always give them credit. Those are the founders of 5Bs, and you know, they ran it, you know, with you know, a few of their friends, and you know, it was just a local neighborhood. It was really a park thing, you know, because they was already in the park, always working out, and it was bragging rights amongst them.
Yeah.
You know, oh, you're doing 20 pull-ups, man, that ain't nothing. I can do 20. I can do 25. Oh, I can do 28. Oh, I can do 32. So it was bragging rights for them. And you know, people started getting word of it once it came to Lincoln Terrace, because Lincoln Terrace was like a little hub right there.
Yeah.
That's like a junction where a lot of people come to, and they started it. They brought it there, and it just went on for a couple of years. Like I said, I seen it in 07, and then I said in 08, you know, we're gonna do this. And then that's when I was, you know, setting up the Highlanders and telling them, like, we're going to go to Lincoln Terrace, and then we're going to compete and stuff like that. So I competed, and then I seen how it was running. And I was like, oh, okay, this is, this and that. I liked the fact that everybody was coming together and just working out. To me, this was just still all new. And I was loving it. I was just absorbing it. I was a student. And then the next year, so then afterwards, then you hear all the side talk. Everybody like, yeah, you got jet. Yeah, I got 2 trophies from that. I got squats.
So your first one.
Yeah, I got
2008.
Yeah, I got 2nd place in squats, 3 reps short of getting 1st place. I could have got 1st place, but the person that was counting me, wasn't counting loud enough, so I didn't know. I think I had 97, and it was 100 or 101. So I was 3 or 4 reps short. Could have got that.
Yeah, you would have turned it on.
Yeah, had I known.
Yeah.
And then I got dips. I think I got 3rd place in dips. Yeah, so I got 2 trophies from 2008. And then, you get the feedback from everybody, kind of feed into the negative nonsense. And then the next year, 2009, went back again, seeing how everything was structured, and I was like, I want to be a part of this,
Facts.
And I ran into Ray one day while I was waiting for the bus to go to work, and he was like, "Yo, Red, yo." So we, he pulled over. We was talking for a minute, and I was like, "Yo, when's the next pull-up park gym? When's the next 5Bs?" And he was like, at the time, he was like, "Nah, I don't feel like doing this no more, man. I'm tired. I don't think we're gonna do this." And I was like, "What you mean you're not gonna do this? We gearing up. We getting set. We getting ready for this." And he was like, "Nah, I'm getting tired of this. We gotta come up with the money." And they was losing their steam.
Yeah.
So 2009 is when I said, "Okay, well, I'll come aboard and I'll help y'all." And I competed and judged in 2009. 2010, I had a stroke, and I was hospitalized for like about 2-3 months. And I wasn't supposed to go. It was against doctor's orders. My wife was completely infuriated with me. But I went there. I didn't compete. I just judged, and as a judge, I was seeing a lot of things that needed improvement.
Yeah. You had the eye.
Yeah. Now, outside of being a athlete, a competitor competing, I was just an official, and I was just looking and seeing how things were
just overseeing.
Yeah, and then from then on, I decided that I was talking to Keith and Ray. Decided I want to be a part of this because I see what you guys have here, what y'all established, and that's something that I want everybody to realize, that 5Bs was something created by us.
Yeah, and for the people, what does 5B stand for?
5Bs is body built, beautiful by the bar. Okay. So those 5Bs, body built, beautiful by the bar, and that each crown. Each crown on the logo represented the 5 boroughs of New York City. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Didn't know that.
That's where 5Bs came from. It's representing Manhattan, Brooklyn, Bronx, Queens, Staten Island.
Okay.
If you didn't know, now you know.
Yeah, I always thought it was the 5 different workouts. Pulls, push, dip, squat, sit up.
That was another. Yeah, that was also it. The reason why we did 5 exercises was to keep that 5 going.
Keep the 5 going.
Yeah. So that's where 5Bs came from. Body built, beautiful body bar. And so that was 2010, 2011. I was still judging. I was also competing too, but I was mainly judging. And then 12, we decided to go nonprofit in hopes of getting government sponsorships and stuff like that.
Okay.
You go nonprofit, and then you can reap the benefits of getting grants and stuff like that. So we made ourselves official. So in 2012 and 2013, we didn't have it at Lincoln Terrace Park. We had it at this other park, Benjamin Banneker Park, and in best style. It was really during a men's family day thing. We had a little impromptu competition. So not too many people knew about it. It was just, you know, it was a very smaller gathering than normal. But we were still in the process of getting our paperwork right.
Okay.
And then that's where Pull-Up Park Jam came out of, because we went non-profit. We had to change the name because 5Bs was a for-profit organization. It was already being used, and people were paying for it and everything. So we had to change the name. You know, so
and this is 2014.
No, this is 2012.
2012 is when the name got changed.
Yeah,
to Pull-Up Park
that's when we became non-profit. We got non-profit status, and that's when I was like fully aboard. So you know, Pull-Up Park Jam became my baby. You know, and each year after that, just kept trying to improve on it with every competition. Mind you, we only had one competition a year.
The summer.
Yeah, it was only the summer one. So I was only able to see what was wrong and what needed improvement one time.
Yeah.
You know, so it was just I had to wait a whole nother year for us to, you know, build on. Okay, what I learned from the last one, what I can build on and stuff like that. So each year I try to, you know.
And at the time, what other competitions were out there? I know MBXA was out there.
MBXA came out in 2008 or 2009.
And then Black Ninjas waited.
Yeah, Black Ninja came out later on. It was Big Un had a from Long Island. He had a fitness competition. I think his was the first by like maybe 2 weeks.
Okay.
His was the first out in Long Island. Matrix was mad about that because
I could imagine.
He was gonna have this grand like opening for the first freestyle competition, but like Big Un had his like 2 weeks prior to that. Or maybe a week prior to that. So, you know, a lot of the guys, you know, we went out there, Freeport, Long Island, met up with, you know, met some of the Long Island guys that was really getting it in, like Roy from United Fitness. United Fitness, Tufts. Yeah, Tough. Yeah. So we met him. We met a few brothers out there that was doing it up. And yeah, that was a nice freestyle competition. Then the MBXA, my man Matrix, and another. From then on, you know, I competed in that. I was garbage.
Yeah.
I was garbage.
That was all freestyle, or
freestyle.
So at the time, so you were just reps.
I was reps.
Pull-Up Park Jam was the only rep competition.
Only rep.
So the other
first and only
the other
rep
competition that spawned from them, they touched freestyle.
It was just freestyle.
I know Black Ninja was heavyweight.
Yeah. Okay,
so y'all were just strictly reps.
Strictly reps, because for the most part, it was a lot of older guys doing it too, and also it was the foundation.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, you can't expect to be doing muscle ups and flipping over the bar and doing twists and turns and stuff like that if you don't even know how to do a pull up. You don't even know how to do a push-up. So you have to start off with the basics, the foundation, and that's where 5Bs came in at, and that's why I wanted to be a part of it. So in 2009, I competed at in Big Un's competition out in Freeport. I competed in Matrix, MBXA. Now I was still I'm a fan. I'm loving the fact that I'm seeing all these brothers coming together and everything and doing it, but at the same time I was reps.
Yeah.
You know, I was trying to do freestyle because it was nice and everything. I was garbage. in my opinion. I was garbage. But I love what was going on.
Yeah. And
from the start, I always said, you know, for me, it's not about a move, it's about the movement. And seeing everybody move into a better place. And that's what I wanted to be a part of from the start. When I got into this, I said, it's not about me, it's about me trying to better everybody else. You know?
Now, we know most of the events involve a lot of men athletes, men competitors. When did 5Bs always have a women's portion, or when did that come about?
No, there was a few years that we had women, but it was only 1 or 2.
Okay.
You know, and we always had to pull them out. Like there'll be one, especially. I mean, everybody know Drea. She's now a bodybuilder.
Yeah,
she's a beast.
Yeah, she's always been an animal.
Yeah, so Drea was like the reigning champion, and you had 2 other females before her. I don't remember their name. Keith and Ray know their names. But it was more so there'd be 1 female, and then rather 1 woman, and then you had to grab her. Hey, come, hey, one, come, hey, come. Yeah. So by default, you had 2nd and 3rd place. Okay. But you know, 1st place was the one always going in, and yeah. So a few competitions there were 1 or 2 women. I try to push that. You know, I try to make it where, first of all, is not inclusive to just elite athletes.
Yeah.
I wanted everybody to come. You know, everybody to come, because you know, kind of like the Spartan races and stuff like that. You can be at any physical level, but you battling yourself.
Yeah.
You know, and you set your you know, that's where you get your baseline from. You know, your personal records and stuff like that. So I always try to strive to make it inclusive for everybody.
Okay.
And when we got a lot of the women aboard, maybe 2000 maybe 15. Yeah, 2015 is when we had a spike.
Yeah.
In women, and I was loving it. I was loving it because to me they were the spark. They were the women are the reason why us men are in the park working out.
Poodle, was that our first year? 15?
15.
That's when Nikita and Paige and Yolanda.
Right. And I was going to get to that. And I owe thanks for that to you guys, Team Sparta. Yeah. Team Sparta came through like a storm. Yeah. And I recognized y'all from the start. I said, okay, who are they?
Yeah.
Who are they? That. Where are they working out at? I seen y'all in gyms. I seen y'all in the park. I was like, I like their cohesiveness. They just all vibe. You got the women just going in. Yeah. I mean, and not no bullshit reps. I mean, seriously going in. I was loving y'all from the start. And in 2015 is when we had probably about maybe 7 to 11 women competitors, and it was great. To me, that was another turning point.
Yeah,
you know, definitely. Causing us to branch out and open up the eyes of, you know, of the masses.
Okay, so when did you? Thank you. So when did you decide to add more competitions? Because like you said, it was only August.
It was only one.
That was summer. When did you decide to incorporate February and then winter reps, which was insane?
Right.
By the way, because the first one, y'all had snow on the ground.
It was ice.
It was horrible.
It was ice.
I wasn't even there, bro. Just watching that.
Yeah, it was ice. We was like this. Just
every year I say I'm not going. Yeah. I'm not even. I love Red. I love Keith. But I'm not going. It's too cold. But I'm there every damn time.
Yeah.
Every time.
Well, see, winter reps was an idea that Ray had for years. He was like, yo, we should do. Ray and Keith had for years. They was like, yo, we should do one every season. We should do one in the summer. We should do one in the winter time. You know, it was just an idea.
Yeah.
It just never came to fruition. And then after first. Oh no! I'm sorry. The first one we did was in 2015. The first winter reps we did was 2015.
Yeah, with Shannon.
Yeah, with Shannon and Blue.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so that was because 2014 we had a bunch of trophies from the women who didn't show up. You know, So we had a bunch of trophies, and like some super heavyweight trophies. From we didn't have enough guys, super heavyweights and everything. So we had maybe a surplus of like 12 trophies or something like that. So I was talking to Keith, and I was like, all right, y'all was talking about this winter competition. Let's do something in the winter time. And he was like, okay, we're gonna do it in February, Black History Month.
Dope.
To honor Black History Month, winter time. Because for the most part, all of us was still working out in the winter time. Me, definitely. I never went into the gym. I was always in the park. I worked out all seasons. Sometimes when it rained, I was still out there. My motto was, you don't leave the park until your sets are done. So if you're out there and it start raining, finish it and then you leave.
Then you
know. So I was in the park all year round, every season. So it wasn't nothing foreign to me to work out in the winter time, but we didn't know how everybody else felt about it. We knew a handful of us was in the park, and that was cool, but to throw a competition and then to have people watch, we didn't know how that was going to work out, so we tried it. And we used the trophies that we had from 2014. We just replated them, and that's how the first winter reps started. It was like 20 of us, core.
Yeah.
And we repped out. Me, Q, Doc, Soul, G.I. Joe, Shannon, Blue.
Yeah.
It was D-Rail. It was a few of us, core that came together, and we put on it was a nice competition. It was like 20 of us or so, maybe 6 or 7 spectators, but it was for us.
Yeah.
It was for us, and we did it, and it worked out.
Which makes it more authentic, more genuine.
It was more personal.
Yeah.
It was more personal, And then 2015 PUPJ Summer Reps is when, I don't know, I was pushing it on social media and stuff like that, and without flyers and stuff like that, we just got a buzz, and 2015 was live.
Man, that was our first one. That was the dopest event
2015
I've ever
was
been
live.
to. So just to touch back on that, because back then, when I first started, I started in 2015. When I first started, there was a lot of separation. It wasn't negative, in my opinion, because it's competition. My team versus your team. You're the enemy for the next 2 hours. Right. So when I walked into that park, you saw Barbarians there, Team Wingate there, no one interacting, no bro hugs, nothing. Yes. And to me, that was very dope, and it made the competition, like, you can feel the tension in the air. Like, and then when y'all matched them up, because it was head to head. Right. So you would put a Brotherhood person with a Highlander, and they would. And that's a battle in essence, and it, like I said, it was done. It was positive negativity, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying.
So, you as an organizer, when you saw, because you were in the loop of who likes who don't respect this person, who's this.
We gotta be careful, this person.
Yeah, did y'all set that up like, ooh, we gotta put this person against that person right now, because like I said, your platform was and still is the biggest. Y'all were the Super Bowl of competitions. That's what everyone geared up for. Right. August is the end all show all. Right. So, as from an organizer standpoint, did y'all like play on that as far as like using it for like to help further the sport through competition?
It was mainly me, because Keith and Ray, they just let's just do this. Yeah. Again, for them, it was more so a competition, just for bragging rights, and they couldn't believe that it even gotten that far. Yeah. At that point, so it was more so me to one thing I realized, what you just said was something that I didn't like. The fact that everybody was just huddled up in their own spaces, here. I wanted everybody to come together. Yeah. This is a competition, but at the same time, it was a meet and greet same time it's like a family reunion. For me, anytime we have a gathering or event like that, I look at it as a family reunion. Oh, that's my cuz right here. Hey, what's up, cuz? I haven't seen you. Oh, you look just like your daddy. You know, to me, it was like a family reunion. So I love when everybody got together and interacted, and I wanted everybody to do that, to come together. So that's why I started putting, oh, you from Brother Barbarian? All right, cool. I'm writing them down. You up, you up. Yeah. You up, you up. And I started doing that to allow them to come together and, you know, look, this is a competition, but at the same time, this is all fitness. Yeah. Yeah. I never took it serious. This is fitness. You know what I mean? I'm trying to better myself. I'm trying to get stronger. I don't want to fight you. You know, that's kind of defeating the purpose right there, you know? Yeah. I don't want to harm myself and now I can't go to the park and rep out. I want to do that. I want to better myself and in return better you. So that's, I started, first of all, I started manning the clipboard and making sure that I knew who was up lining and lining them up, and that was really me.
Okay, because this is one of my main issues. I'm going to fast forward to present day. This is one of my main issues where it's a dilemma that I would very much like your opinion as one of the main organizers of the sport. So, any sport, there's competition.
Any.
With any competition, there's controversy.
Always.
I don't know any sport where a ref didn't blow a call, etc. Yeah. So, you see, in one end, like you said, we're trying to grow the sport. We're trying to encourage more people. We're trying to grow up. But then in the next thing, no one wants to lose. Everyone is competing for that top spot. And some people, they feel they didn't get the top spot because it's not I gotta train harder. It's they cheated me, or they like that person, or they like that person. So as an organizer, when you're trying to promote more people, how does that affect, like, you pushing your comps or trying to build your comps? Because, you know, you have winter reps now, you had Chicago now, and, you know, there's a lot of controversy that keeps people away. Because every PUPJ, and this is not throwing shade, every PUPJ, there's always somebody complaining. There's always an Instagram rant, this person, that. So how do you deal with that part of the game when your intentions are positive? You're trying to bring everyone together, and they're just... Because at one point, like I was telling Letty, you couldn't even go to certain parks wearing a shirt. Like, if you go to the terrace wearing other team shirt, it's a battle. Like, how dare you shoot the tens?
Because this is our home park.
Exactly.
This is our home park. How you coming over here and, you know, you flossing your stuff now?
Yeah, I remember I went to one park and this other team wrote in chalk, like, we were here. And they was like, what? Nah. They hopped in the cars, went to the other park. It turned into, it was like, and us started, we like, wow. This is scary, but so dope at the same time. And we had shirts, we wouldn't wear them because we like, not yet, you know? So, like I said, back to my topic. How did that affect you in your, like, trying to organize it? Because it's not the agenda you just stated. It's actually the opposite, but it's still bringing the biggest audience you've had.
Well, for one thing, I would say this: as a official for all these years in multiple competitions, I officiated, you know, 5 or more competitions, and different competitions, and there's always going to be winners. But there's going to be a whole lot of losers. You know, there's going to be 1 or 2 winners, but it's going to be a lot of losers. And because of that, you're going to have a lot of people saying this and saying that, saying that and saying this. It comes with the territory. How I dealt with it, at first it used to bother me. You know, I usually would be stressed, like, damn, you know, we trying to bring these people together, and you know, they turning this positive into a negative, and there's all this fighting and nonsense and stuff like that. And then after a while, I just had to start brushing it off my shoulder. Like, look, you know, okay, we can't allow the words of 1 or 2 few people dictate how this whole competition is going, because for the most part everybody enjoyed themselves.
Yeah.
You know, everybody was like, oh yeah, this is dope, this and that. One of the major issues was time. That's the one thing that I always try to improve, is the time. The competition was going too damn long.
Yeah, oh god.
It was going too damn long.
Oh,
we was
God.
hungry.
Yeah,
we was tired.
It was hot.
It was hot. You know, it was going long.
The kids was crying.
Right, right. It couldn't be a family outing because the kids was like, yo, yo, when we going home? You know. The girls, the wives are like, really, you was in the park for 8-9 hours, really,
sun up to sundown, really,
yeah, babe, I was in, really, so you expect me to believe that you went to the park at 10 o'clock in the morning for a competition?
That's why I'm glad Mom was there, because she wouldn't have believed that story.
And you coming back now 11 o'clock at night, really? Yeah, that's what I was doing. That's
Thank
what I was doing.
Social media.
Yeah,
check the live.
So they was going too long. That was always an issue. In the beginning, you know, hey, I wish I was able to officiate all of them, you know. But as I started seeing how my towns were better at, you know, trying to, you know, do the logistical part of all of this. I had a, hey, Q, Doc, Mike, I had to, you know, get a few veterans to come along, derail, to come along and officiate. And with any competition, there's always going to be issues with the reffing. It's always, you really can't get, you can't get around that. It's just always going to be, because like I said, you got one winner, but you got a whole bunch of losers.
Yeah.
All them losers are sour.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, I try to get a team of people like-minded. You know, try to be non-biased, and you know, okay, you know what we're supposed to be here for. You know what we're looking for. You know, this is what it is. But a lot of times, it's because the competition was going too damn long. So after a while, you just like, yo, you just let them go.
Yeah,
you know? Because you know, me, like on a clipboard or walk around and stuff like that, you know, because I was judging a lot too. You know, I'm saying certain things. Okay, that didn't fly, but I'm not calling it.
Yeah, you're not.
So I can't be there. I can't be overshadowing that official, what have you. We had a lot of blown calls, but you know, that's competition. That's competition. Yeah. And as I started saying in the beginning of our competitions, we don't take this personal. This is not a measure of who you are and how much you've worked. You know, we just calling it based on the criteria that we set up, and you know, we expecting everybody to hear that. But if you do 20 reps, that's your 20 reps.
Yeah. Be
proud of that 20 reps.
Yeah.
You know, that's not to say that just because you didn't place, you know, that's, you got to throw that in the trash. No, that's still your money.
Yeah.
You know, be proud of that. And you know, that's one of the things that I want everybody to come away with, is that we competing and everything, but at the same time, we just trying to better ourselves. You know, but we always ran into problems with judging. You know, that's
just sport.
That's just sport. I mean, name any sport. In history, is there problems with the officiating? Yes.
Yeah.
That's just part of it. But we just got to get over that. You know, okay, yeah, people talk. Social media allowed it to just linger on.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. Before, it used to just be, you know, talk amongst us, and then it die out, and then, you know, we ready for the next one. Now, social media, it should just be going on. And it's like, all right, come on now. Really, you ain't have to go off on this person like that.
Yeah.
It's not that serious. You know. Again, me, I just brush it off, because, like I said, for the most part, I see and I talk to a lot of people who say they enjoy themselves. And that's, you know,
okay,
that's the goal.
So we coming up on the time, Red. So the last topic I wanted to touch on is basically the bombshell you dropped on us like a week ago, that you're stepping away.
Oh yeah.
So basically, you know, we're very super thankful for all you've done. This isn't us trying to talk you into it,
yeah.
back into doing it. We hope you do.
Yeah.
Like, the fingers are crossed. But, you know, we completely understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
So, you know, we just wanted to know what, if you don't mind, what do you see yourself doing? Are you still, because you mentioned you still want to be associated or be part, but you don't want the weight on your shoulders.
Yeah,
so what can we expect from Red 2019 on?
Well, 2019, I really can't say, because I just need to de-stress. I decompress, and I want to disconnect from all of this. You know, PUPJ is my baby. I am so grateful for this ball community. Ball community is actually, that term is, I'm the one that really coined that. I'm the one who was pushing it, and you know, every post, not post, but every video, I refer to everybody as a ball community, because to me that's what we were. You know, a lot of brothers working out on the ball, and you know, this was our community, and I'm still involved. I'm still gonna be involved. You know, these challenges that they have and everything, I'm gonna still be involved. I'm not going anywhere. It's just that I've moved into a different part of my life now, and in this transition period, I'm transitioning now, and in that period, the responsibilities that I had with PUPJ is not fitting, is weighing me down, you know, and I feel I need to step back from all of this in order to find myself again, and then realign myself. And then I can figure out, okay, if this works for me again, you know, I can be a part of it. So that's why I stepped down, because I'm not feeling, you know, after my wife passed last year, she was like my biggest supporter, my biggest cheerleader. And with all the nonsense that was going on, people talking this and that and stuff, she was always the one, I'm proud of you. You know, you did good. You know, I see how you put this, and I was proud of you, this and that. So she was always my biggest supporter. When she passed, I didn't have that no more. And after that, I was like, hey, okay, you know, I don't have the drive. My mojo was gone. And I felt it last year during Chicago Rest. We had a great time there. Out in Chicago, Amari and everybody. That was the biggest turnout that we had in Chicago. And then I felt the same for our 20th anniversary last year. That was dope. That was to me that was the closer. We came on a milestone, a 20-year milestone. Not too many organizations, not too many events happen for 20 years. We came up to that, and then also we was able to dedicate a portion to Allison. So that was dope. That was dope for me. And to me, that was the closer. But then right afterwards, everybody was like, "Yo, what's up with winter reps? You doing winter reps? You doing reps?" I wanted to stop then. You know, I went on a cruise. And that cruise was for me to get some type of clarity, and you know, after the passing of my wife, she was, you know, she's my soul, she was my soulmate. You know, I had to look for answers, and I got a lot of answers. I went on a cruise, prayed, meditated, and it just speaking to me, left and right, signs, left and right, signs, left and right, and I came back awakened and knowing that, okay, you know, I know where I gotta go, what I gotta do, what I gotta look out for. I mean, it's a big story, a big personal story. There's a lot of stuff that you know, I was dealing with, and yeah. During this transition period right now that I'm in, I just feel that Pull-Up Park Jam is too much for me. You know, because I do a lot. I really, I mean, I know for the most part, people come to these competitions and they're like, okay, you know, you just come set up at a park and do that. There's a lot of logistical work.
I noticed.
You know, there's a lot of my blood, sweat, and tears that I put into these to try to make every event impressionable to everybody who comes, to make everybody comfortable,
Yeah.
When they come, they like, yeah, okay, you know, all right, I didn't place, but I had a good time.
Yeah.
Or I seen this, or I seen that, or they motivated me, you know. So that's one of the things that I strive to do, is I try to make sure everybody leaves each competition feeling better than they did when they came.
Yeah, which is the bigger picture.
Yeah, that's the bigger picture. You know, we all trying to grow. You know, is all, to me, is all energy. You know, we all trying to. Well, for me, I'm trying to give out energy, give it to you, you give it to her, she give it to him, and we just keep this energy, just revolving. And that's what I'm about.
And we know that you probably would want this to continue. Under somebody. Is there somebody you have in mind that you would want to take over the torch, or?
Yeah, is it canceled? Because that picture you put said canceled.
Yeah, it's canceled.
Looking for new management.
No, it's canceled. I mean, unless somebody wants to come and take the torch, but it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot of work involved in it, and again, it was a lot of work on me. I was really the one. And I wasn't complaining, because I enjoyed it, and I enjoyed afterwards the feedback we was getting. So that made it all worthwhile to me.
Yeah.
But nobody that stepped up and said, okay, I'm willing to take on the torch and keep this going. I'm there to help. I'm there to assist, and everybody knows any competition that they have, I'm always there to be of any assistance that I can.
So
Thank you for mine,
was the cancellation?
Come on now.
Was the cancellation a conversation between you, Ray, and Keith?
Yeah. I spoke to them prior to me announcing it. I spoke to them, let them know how I felt and what was going on and everything, and they knew. They was like, yeah, you know, because we was there.
Yeah.
You was the one that brought us back into it.
Yeah,
you know, we was there, and Keith was already. He was like, look, you know, I wanted to stop years ago. You know, I was motivated by you. Keep pushing this on and seeing the new faces that came aboard. So they understood. Keith said, if you're not going to do it, then I'm stepping down too. Ray, like, no. We just gonna take a break for a year. We gonna come back in 2020. So I don't know.
Okay, so you might come back wearing the 4-5. It's a big question mark right now. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah. But again, you know, I'm not leaving this. You know, the bar community. I'm a part of the bar community, and I'm so thankful for the bar community, and what it's gotten me through.
Yeah.
You know. And I'm sure what it did for other people. Everybody have their own stories, and yeah, I'm thankful for that. So I'm not stepping away. It's just I'm stepping away from that load. That load was just getting too heavy to bear. And you know, like I said, at this stage right now, I'm transitioning, and I can't hold that weight anymore. You know, I gotta flex a little bit, get myself grounded, and then I can see if I can throw it back on. You know? Right now, I need to drop it, and you know,
nothing but respect for that. Because like you touched on earlier.
So February 23rd, you know, I expect a lot of people to come through, because for one, I'm also doing the honors. The PUPJ honors.
Yeah. Shout out, the honors.
Yeah,
the honors.
so that's important to me, because. You know, sorry to cut you off, but that's important to me, because I feel that, especially in today's age, everybody's just throwing so much hate, so much negative vibes amongst each other. There's really no cohesiveness, and I want to give people the flowers before, you know, while they still can smell it. You know what I mean? I don't want to wait till something happens to you and I'm like, yeah, man, that brother Snoop, you was good, man. I never even told him, man, yo, I love you, bro. You know, you really good. Letty, I really appreciate what you've brought to this game. You don't know how many women and men you've touched, and you allowed to step up to the bar and say, oh, okay, I think she doing that, I can do that too. Oh, okay, I didn't think women can jump on the bar and rip out like that. You know, you be putting up some numbers, and I don't want to sound misogynistic and say you be putting up reps better than men or nothing like that, because it's none of that. You rep. and that's it. It's just plain and simple. There's no men or no women. You rep, and the level of respect that I have for you and a lot of the women that's in this circle is just tenfold. You know, I really appreciate your involvement. I want to let y'all know that now. Not oh damn man, I should have told you this.
Yeah.
No, now like when Beast had he retired, he went down, he moved down to Virginia, and you know, when he left, that was the first honors.
Yeah, I remember that.
He was like, yo, we gotta let him know how he touched us, man. It was because he was one of the main dudes that everybody was out there, you know.
Yeah.
What he did. So I wanted to give the flowers while you still smell them, and each year from then on we did the same. You know, 2016 I honored Team Sparta, I honored Barbarians, I honored Q and Brotherhood, you know, Bar Stars.
Yeah, Matt,
17,
yeah.
you know, I gave out like 6 honors. Last year 18 gave out honors, so this year is going to be about 6 or 7 more honors. And yeah, it's just to acknowledge those in our community that we, especially that I see, that's really, you know, trying to do something, you know, making it better, not just for themselves but from other people, and in the process inspiring other people to be better. You know? So that's what PUPJ Honors is all about, and you know.
Okay.
I want people to come through.
Yeah. And I appreciate you, and you've also inspired me to go ahead and do my own competition, which you were a part of, and you helped me with.
That was insane. That was just nasty.
It was nasty.
Yeah, it was just nasty. I you know, looking forward to the next one. It was dope. But you see, in doing your own competition, you see the logistical work that it takes, you know. Now,
it's trial and error. It's trial and error. Not only did you inspire me, but you also have to thank 5Bs and Pull Up Part Jam inspired other competitions, other events to happen. You have people from Cali, from Florida, upstate, people coming from overseas, coming over here to be a part of the
Europe,
event.
We had Russia.
Ukraine.
Ukraine. It was it's international. You know, it came from just a local spot where you know, a few guys coming from the hood, you know, showing out to people traveling. Yeah. And
that's great.
Yeah, you know, that is the reason why I kept going, was because each one it was like, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So from an athlete standpoint, we absolutely want to thank you again. Appreciate because you helped give us purpose. A lot of people, that was the point. There was a lot of times where I was tired, lazy. They're like, nah, PUPJ's around the corner. Let me get up and do these squats. Let me hit these sit-ups, you know? So we definitely want to thank you. And like Letty touched on, PUPJ fathered about 10 plus competitions last year.
Yeah.
So, you know, you set a mold, so you step in the way, it still lives on through your intentions, through your actions. And a lot of people, even though it's not said, it's realized, especially when you put that post. Because if you went through the post, everyone realized, like, oh shit. You understand? Because like you said, I'm a firm believer in appreciation, while the person can still appreciate it.
Yeah.
So, you know, that absolutely goes for you and Keith and Ray as well, because like I said, it gives a lot of us purpose. We don't just work out for vacation or to fit into a wedding dress or something. We're working out for a purpose yearly, you know? Like you're giving, and you gave us 3 per year. Like you gave us, like, we can't, some people will just turn it on in June or July for August. You gave us right after August, start getting ready for February. Oh, June's around the corner, tighten up, you know? So we definitely absolutely want to thank you. We hope the torch is passed by a lot, because you've touched a lot of people in the community. Your work ethic, your how you want things, and you know, I hope someone steps up, because the longevity of PUPJ is very important too. That's 20 plus years. That's no small feat.
We got kids that participated.
Yeah, like
in this one coming up, we're having a junior division again, because again, one of the things that I always wanted to improve was the time. And in order to allow kids to be a part of it, it has to be a certain time. Yeah. It has to be, you know, 2-3 hours so that they can go. Yeah. We can't be out there for 8-9 hours expecting kids to be out there. No, that's not going to happen.
But the winter reps format.
Yeah, but the format, that's exactly how. That's why I set it up that way. So first of all, we in the cold.
Yeah.
The first one, we didn't know how we know it's going to be in the winter time, so we know it's going to be cold. We didn't know how cold it was going to be. And I was like, okay, we just gotta make this just flow. All right, we're not gonna do 5 exercises. We're just gonna do 3. It went longer than we expected it the first time. Trial and error. Tweaked it. Next year around, set it up again. It went much better. Tweaked it. Next year around, it flowed.
Yeah,
2017.
Looked at my clock like 5 o'clock.
Like, yeah, we good. What?
It's over.
We done.
Like, okay.
Yeah, it's still light out.
Yeah,
what?
cool.
I can still see.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, people was passed out.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Because no, the routine was brutal. It was brutal. You know, I kept it at a circuit, and in that 5 minutes of you doing that circuit, you felt it.
Yeah.
You was good. After that, it's like, all right, nap time.
Yep.
You know,
for real.
You know, and then so 2017, I think I got everything right, and then it was just a matter of just keep moving. 2018 was just powerful. You know?
Yeah, very powerful.
It was, first of all, it was February, but dudes was out there in their shorts and t-shirt because it was so warm.
60-something degrees.
It was nice.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you know, we're looking for the 23rd to be mild. I mean, it doesn't have to be warm, but I don't want it to be nowhere near 32. I want it to be
40, 50.
Yeah, in the 40s or so. Cold enough for you to feel chilly, but not cold enough for your fingers to be numb. You know? But yeah, you know, we got it right, and the format worked, and you know, we're just gonna try to do it again.
No doubt. So, Red, we once again want to thank you for coming on the show.
Appreciate it.
Awesome guest, man. Thank you for all the knowledge you gave us, blessing us with your presence.
Thank you.
All of that good stuff, man.
Thank you. And I want to say, again, I appreciate everybody, comments and stuff. Y'all don't know, yo, I was tearing reading those comments. Because, you know, I posted it. First of all, I was real nervous and everything. And I was like, you know, because I was zoning on it for a while. And, you know, I touched bases a few times with Tanya, the woman I'm talking to now, which she was brought to me. You know, it's so serious how that whole thing came about. Touching bases with her, and yeah, when I posted it, I just posted it and I said, okay, I'm not gonna read nothing. I just let it go.
Yeah, I just read 1.
Towards the evening,
I just read 5.
I was like, yo, I was so surprised about all the comments, and really heartfelt. I mean, I'm serious. I was tearing, and I was like, damn. It was like you died, and people were saying everything, all the good things about it, but I was able to read it. Yeah. Hey, yo, hold up, I'm still alive, y'all. Whoa. But I appreciate it though. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Smelling the flowers, giving the flowers while you can still smell it, and you know, I really appreciate it. You know, I really do. It made me feel that, you know, all the years of the work that I put in, the sweat, the tears, was all worth it. Wow. You know, and it wasn't in vain.
No doubt, absolutely, absolutely, man. So once again, like I said, we're gonna close out, but definitely appreciate you coming through, man. Nothing but love as usual.
Oh, okay, I can do without the remote.
We'll see you on the 23rd. We'll absolutely be there to show you some love, man.
Thank you. Winter reps, y'all. The cold stops nothing. So it's gonna be cold. Let's go.
You already know.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah. Cut and print.
Open bar.
Open bar.